Good morning and welcome to Testimony Tuesday. It's Pastor Deb, your host, for the 15 minutes that I plan on sharing my testimony this morning. Listen, today is Tuesday, April 23rd. And last year, on Tuesday, April 23rd, 2018, my mom was released from the hospital. She had suffered 2 bleeds on her brain. Later, they said that it was 2 aneurysms that was bleeding heavily. And so they call those bleeding strokes. So she had 2 strokes. And they said that they could not do surgery because of her age. And also my mom suffers with dementia. And the results of surgery would not be good according to them. So my brother and I decided that we would go with the doctor's diagnosis. After much prayer, we talked to God about it, and he said everything was going to be all right. And so we knew then that not to allow them to do surgery on mom. So she was being released because, she was in there for maybe 3 days, and they told us there's nothing else we can do. We're going to send her home with some medication and kind of watch her 24 hours. Somebody should be with her. So my brother and I camped out where she was staying. She stays at a dementia care facility, which is just absolutely awesome. And so we camped out. We stayed there. We took turns staying overnight, but she had someone with her for 24 hours, 48 hours, 60 hours, And we did it. We just stayed with her the whole time. And then just miraculously, God touched her and she was fine. We didn't need to spend the night with her. The caregivers there were doing an excellent job. And God just told us, it's time for you guys to go home and let them do what they need to do. And little did I know that he was preparing us for what was to come in September, and also that which ended February the 18th this year, when my brother passed away from brain cancer. Now, it always amazes me because everyone in my family, my immediate family, which is my mother, my father, my brother, and myself, has some type, or had, because my brother and my father are deceased now, some type of brain deficiency. So my father had dementia. My brother passed away from brain cancer and also suffered some other brain issues. I suffer with depression, which is highly connected to the brain. My alcoholism is connected to the brain. And so this brain thing was not a secret to any of us. But it just amazes me how God gave each one of us something different, but yet it was all connected to the brain. The wisdom that my mother and my father shared with my brother and I was also connected to the brain. So we have to realize that God has all power. He is definitely in control. And I say that because if we had, just freaked completely out when those doctors told my mom that she wouldn't live past the next week, according to them. And then here she is, dismissed 4 days later, or discharged, 4 days later, and then back in her facility where she lives. And then a couple of months later, my brother goes in and was told he had brain cancer, and what they could do and what they couldn't do for him, and how long he would last. And we prayed the same prayers for him, yet God allowed him to be healed in heaven, and he healed my mom on earth. So my testimony is this: it doesn't matter what you have or even how long you have it. God is the ultimate master physician. It's up to God how he heals you. And we have to be able to accept that. Now take my issues, my alcoholism, and now I'm healing through recovery. And I don't take a second of my day and do anything before I give God glory and praise. Because of everything that I've gone through, God has always been there for me. So now, my mom is doing well. My brother passed away on February the 18th from brain cancer. My dad passed away December 24th, 2011. And I'm still here. Yes, I went through my trials and my tribulations. I went through battles each day trying to overcome my alcoholism, my drug addiction. My drug of choice is alcohol. And I also was addicted to opiates and prescription drugs. And so through all of it, though, God allowed my brain, even the damage that I did to my brain with the alcohol abuse and the heartbreak that caused damage to my brain. I'm still here and I'm still able to give him glory and praise his name and honor him and worship him, even in the bad times. And I've had plenty of those, but I still worship God. It's Testimony Tuesday, and I just want to testify of the goodness of God. And I believe that there are still good things that are coming my way because I worship a true and living God. I may not celebrate it like everybody else does, but I celebrate it on my knees and I celebrate it with God, and I just give him all the glory in my situation. And people may think I'm acting funny when really I'm just acting the way God told me to act. And that's Christ-like and loving and being loving and caring and kind and doing the things that Christ did for us. And not being selfish. And I remember when I thought, because the doctors had said that Mom would only live a couple of more days, and I immediately went into her bathroom, which became my prayer closet. And I prayed and asked God, please, Lord, allow her to live a good life. And even if you take her, I know that she's living a good life because I'm asking you to give her just a little more time to see some good things because she had been through so much after losing my dad. And I'm still praying that one day she will be even healed from the dementia here on earth so that we can enjoy some of the things that we used to do together. But I'm not ungrateful. I thank you for the new things that we have created. Even if it's just bleak moments of memory that she allows me to see, that she remembers, I thank you, oh God. And so now, oh God, I thank you for allowing me to be able to take care of my brother the way I was able to. And I see now the victory in everything that he and I went through in those hospital rooms. I thank you for that, oh God. Today is Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019, and I am grateful to God.